thought I would take you for a walk around the current situation in my studio, just an average day in a Basketmaker's studio. It's 11's, so, you know, coffee and biscuit. Where do we start? Oh, here's a little nest I made last fall out of the discarded, I think they were mini daffodils in a pot. They weren't discarded, they were dyed back daffodils. And I just sort of dried them in a little nest shape. And then what I'm trying to do is actually work with nests right now. So I've got some branches from our kiwi that was just pruned back because it's middle of winter and that's a good time to prune. Oh gosh, there's another mid-project with flax. There's another nest. I think that's honeysuckle. So here's the flax that's been broken. So the straw part on the outside has mostly been broken off, and then you comb it to get this lovely long flax that gets turned into linen eventually. This is just a weird string. I don't know what that is, just stuck there. And these are, I found these in an antique store. They're two of them, and they're paddles, and they're like combs. You go back and forth. I think they're supposed to be for wool, but I think, well, you can use them. They're a tool you can use with anything, really. Any kind of bast fiber, or you could probably use them with wool. Actually, let's just go over here. Here's from, actually that's from starting the fire this morning. It's January, it's cold. Here's one of my favorite basketry books. Very hard to find. Actually, it's not very hard to find, but it's expensive because it's out of print. And here's the basket I made. I was just referencing that because I was trying to do something similar last night, but on a miniature scale for a nest. Again, it did not work, I would say. It's not my favorite. Basketmaker's best friend, wax linen in the same shade, but vastly different sizes. Pruners there. There's some recent little creations. There's the thing that I was just trying to do last night that is not really working. This one that sort of worked, but it's not quite what I want. And that's on the kiwi. Paper string. Best glue stick in the world. More pruners. There's the kiwi branches, and here's the nest that I'm decided on how I'm going to make them now. And this is an armature that I've now covered with willow bark and maple bark. So I'm going to fill this in, and it'll be more filled in. And here's the bark soaking, ready for me. Come on, focus. There we go. So that's ready for me to start splitting and adding into here. And that's pretty much it. Here's my stash of wax linen. So we have all sorts in there. And here's my samples from a class that I took with Ann Coddington years ago at the Northwest Basket Weavers Retreat. All right, there you have it. More branches. Basketmaker Studio in the snow.